welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and join the beauty family. So today's video, honey, we are reviewing the new Too Faced Healthy Glow Skin Tint. So if you would like to hear my thoughts and see how I slayed this face with the new skin tint, keep watching. Alrighty, beauties, so let's get into this review, honey. I picked up the new Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow with 30 SPF. We love SPF in a product. So this is supposed to be a moisturizing skin tint. It has watermelon and apple hyaluronic acid, and it's supposed to protect against UVA and UVB rays. So it's infused with coconut water. It aids in delicately replenishing the skin's moisture levels. It has alpine rose, which helps empower the skin's health and radiance. Hyaluronic acid gives you a smoother, more youthful appearance. It's supposed to shake it before you use it. It has a 24-hour wear, vegan, all-day hydration, non-acnegenic, and it's just supposed to be a nourishing serum foundation. So I'm interested to see what this is all about. Like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, Dior backstage, girl, is that you? You know, so I think that's what everybody was comparing it to, that or the MAC Skin and Body foundation, probably. And it definitely has the same body, honey. So this is what the foundation looks like. So I'm in the shade Chai. So Chai across the board for me in terms of my foundations with Too Faced. So granted, I do not have glass skin, honey. I do have texture. I do have pores. So this is not going to glide on here just flawlessly. So I am going to go in with a poreless primer. It is a skin tint, so I'm going to try not to go to full coverage today. But honey, we are going to snatch these pores. So I'm going to go with my MAC Prep and Prime. This is the Skin Refined Zone Primer. I'm just going to use this to just make me matte and just to hide the pores. So now that we're primed, I'm just gonna let this dry for a minute or two just so it could soak in, snatch these pores. Alrighty, so now that the primer has dried down, let's get into the skin tint. I believe this is supposed to have like light to medium coverage. I do see on Sephora's website it does say medium coverage. It's supposed to have a natural finish, so we'll see. I definitely probably shook it up too much that it just kind of like popped out. Okay, so now it is everywhere. So this is the packaging without the cap on, and this is what the top looks like. So you have the ability to squeeze. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit out. So this is the amount that I put on my brush. We are going in with a clean foundation brush. So I'm just going to add this on. It doesn't have a smell. It kind of smells a little bit like coconut, I should say. Like, there's no like chemical smell, but it smells a little bit like coconut. But overall, this looks really pretty. It's blending in and looking like skin, honey. I'm just continuing to stipple this on. It's a skin tint. I didn't go in and color correct because I didn't want to make it too full coverage. But so I just wanted to see what it would look like without adding anything extra. So far, this is what it's looking like. Unfortunately, there's no way to tell like one pump or two pump. It's just based on how much you squeeze out. So I'm just going to go in and add a little bit more just to add on my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead. And then we are going to go in and conceal. Alrighty, so this is what the coverage looks like. It looks really good. I can still tell that it really feels like a skin tint. Like, it just looks nice and glowy, even though I'm wearing a mattifying and pore filling primer, honey. So I do have to set this because unfortunately, like I said, honey, I don't have glass skin. The skin is good. The skin is good, but it's not glass. So I do have to set this or else it's gonna look crazy. So I am also going to go in with my Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. So I have Chestnut and Butterscotch, so we are going to go in with those two shades. Of course, Chestnut is closer to my complexion, so I am going to start off with that shade. I'm just gonna add a pinch of Butterscotch right in the corner just to give it a little brightness. And then we're gonna let this dry down. Alrighty, so let's blend out this concealer. I don't think I'm gonna go in with a cream contour today. I think so, no. I think I'm just gonna go in with powder to contour, to bronze today instead. Every now and then I switch it up. We'll say the coverage is really good. I did have a dark spot on my cheek from a pimple that I popped, I know, but you can't see anything. This coverage is really good. It's really covering everything without me color correcting. So it's looking good so far. So now we're gonna set this under eye. So I'm just gonna go with my Dominique Cosmetics. This is the translucent powder. So I'm just going to use this with my sponge to set this concealer. So now that I set the under eye, I'm going to go with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, and I'm going to use this to set the face. It's going to give us a little bit of coverage. It's sheer, but it's going to add a little color and add a little bit of flawlessness, right? Because Micro Smooth, so it's going to smooth everything out. And this is also going to set that skin tint. It's still looking good. I don't know, Too Faced. What was going on in the lab? What was going on? Who told y'all to drop this? But so far, yes, it's still looking good. So now I'm going to go in and bronze. Bronzer, I'm going with my House Labs bronzer in Deep Level 11. We're going to use this to chisel out this face, honey, and snatch these cheekbones. For blush, I'm going with MAC Cosmetics Burnt Pepper Blush. Stunning. So now for some bottom mascara and a lip. So it's already been about half an hour. It's almost 10:30. So I'm just going to pop on some highlighter and a lip, and then we're going to do a wear test, honey. So I'm going to give myself about 2 to 3 hours because that's generally what I know what my foundation is going to look like. Again, this will definitely look different on everyone depending on your skincare concerns. For me personally, I get oily. I'm normal to dry, but I do have pores, so I'm always using a pore filling mattifying primer. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to look a couple hours from now. So for highlighter, we're going in with the Rare Beauties highlighter in Flaunt. This should be of no surprise. And for lips today, I think I'm just going to go in with some liner and gloss. So I'm going to go in with Chestnut Liner, a dark brown chocolate liner against this chocolate skin. I'm going to go with Beauty by Trey's Gloss in Material Girl. Beautiful nude gloss. So this is the final look with the skin tint snatched. So again, it's 10:30, so we're gonna give this about 2 to 3 hours, and then I'll be back for my final thoughts. Alrighty, beauty, so we are back. I'm back with my final thoughts. So as you can see, I'm a little oily. It is almost 3 o'clock. So from 10:30 this morning to 3 p.m., this is what we have. I have not blotted or anything. So this is straight from running the streets, honey. And it looks good. So honestly, I could just blot the rest of this away and I would still look. I'm just gonna use a powder brush that I used earlier to just get rid of some of this oil without adding any extra product. And honey, we are good as new. This is the skin tint after I blotted. It looks so good. So this skin tint does retail for $42. I think it's a little pricey. Maybe it's the inflation, honey, because everything is going through the roof. But I think it's a little pricey. I think they could have come down a little bit with this. I was aiming more so for like the 20s. Let me see how much the regular foundation costs. Okay, so the Too Faced Born This Way foundation retails for $45. Both of them retail for $45. So, okay, I can see. I think this definitely could have either been like around 29 or early 30s. 42 is a stretch, but you are getting a lot of product. Honestly, out of both of the Too Faced Born This Way foundations that I own, so I have the matte one that I think I've only worn like once or twice since I purchased it, and the regular Born This Way. I like this one way better than the both of those. I can definitely see myself picking this up. I like this way better. It gives beautiful coverage. I didn't even color correct. I just added my Micro Smooth powder on top. I didn't cream contour just so we could do more of like a lighter coverage today, and this showed out, honey. She came to play. But yeah, she actually worked really well with some of my other products. I was a little nervous how she would work with my MAC primer, but honestly, well worth the coin. So if you are looking for a new skin tint, if you haven't tried anything from Too Faced, I definitely like this one. This would really replace the two foundation products that I have from them, and this is supposed to be a skin tint. But the coverage is beautiful. It says it's medium, but definitely buildable. Like I said, it covered everything without color corrector. 100% worth it. If you are looking for a new foundation, honey, or skin tint, this would definitely be your girl. So beauties, thank you so much for tuning into today's review. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below, and as always, beauties, thank you for your continued support, and I'll catch you on my next one. Thanks for watching.